Have you ever gone to bed and noticed your eyes feel weaker than they did in the morning? Or maybe you've walked into a room, forgotten why you came, and brushed it off as just aging. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. What if those tiny changes are actually early warning signs that your eyesight and memory are declining faster than they should? As a doctor who has spent years working with seniors, let me tell you a truth most people never hear. Your eyes and your brain age together. If your vision becomes blurry at night, if reading small text feels harder, if your memory glitches more often, these aren't random. These are signs that your brain cells and your eye cells are struggling from the exact same problem: nutrient loss and oxidative stress. But here's the good news, and the part that shocks most seniors who visit my clinic. There are simple nighttime juices, backed by nutritional science, that can nourish both your eyesight and your brain while you sleep. Not sugary juices, not supermarket cocktails, but targeted, nutrient-dense juices rich in carotenoids, antioxidants, and essential brain compounds proven to support aging eyes and memory. And stay with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal one hidden nighttime mistake most seniors unknowingly make that silently destroys their eye cells and weakens their brain overnight. Miss that part, and everything you drink will be wasted. Let's begin. Have you ever felt like your eyes and your brain don't keep up the way they used to? Maybe your eyesight is fine in daylight, but as evening comes, everything feels a little dimmer, a little blurrier. Or maybe you walk into a room and suddenly pause, wait, why did I come in here? That tiny mental glitch that never used to happen before. Most men shrug these moments off. They laugh it away. They blame stress. They blame age. But here's the truth you deserve to hear from a doctor who has worked with older adults for decades. These are not random annoyances. These are early warning signs. And the sooner you understand what's happening inside your brain and eyes, the faster you can protect them. But here's what most men don't realize. After the age of 60, something dramatic happens in your body. Your eyes and your brain start losing the critical layer of protection, the shield that kept them sharp for decades. Think of that shield like the clear coat on a car. When the car is new, the paint is protected. It shines, but over time, dust, sun, oxidation, all of it wears that shield down. Your eyes and your brain go through the same slow erosion. Inside your eyes is the retina, the delicate layer that gives you sharp, focused vision. Inside your brain are the neurons that store your memories, your quick thinking, your ability to concentrate. Both of these depend on specific nutrients your body stops absorbing as efficiently with age. And that's when the decline begins. In my clinic, I hear the same sentences every week. Doctor, my vision is fine during the day, but at night, it gets fuzzy. I forget little things. Nothing huge, but small stuff that worries me. Reading makes my eyes tired faster than before. My brain feels slower, like it takes an extra second to think. And almost always, men assume it's normal. Well, doc, I'm getting older. Isn't this expected? But the truth, gentlemen, is that aging is natural, but accelerated decline is not. The changes you notice after 60 aren't just aging. They're your brain and eyes signaling, we aren't getting what we need. Let me break this in very simple terms. When you were younger, your body absorbed nutrients easily. It used vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants like fuel. But after 60, absorption drops. Your cells don't get nutrients the way they used to. It's like trying to water a plant through dry soil. The water doesn't sink in. Your brain and eyes depend heavily on nutrients like lutein, zeaxanthin, vitamin C, vitamin E, carotenoids. These nutrients act like bodyguards. They protect your retina. They support brain signals. They fight inflammation and cell damage. But as you age, those bodyguards become fewer. When lutein drops, your retina becomes vulnerable. When antioxidants drop, your brain becomes inflamed and slower. When carotenoids drop, your eyes lose their natural filtering system. This is why so many men after 60 experience slower thinking, blurry night vision, difficulty focusing, memory slips, eye strain, mental fatigue, and once these symptoms appear, decline often speeds up unless the right nutrients are restored. Picture your brain as a highway you've driven on for years. When you're young, every lane is open. Cars, your thoughts, move fast, effortlessly. But with age, the road develops cracks. Construction zones appear. Traffic slows. Some lanes close. That's what inflammation, oxidation, and nutrient loss do to your brain. They turn a smooth road into a congested one. Your eyes experience a similar process. The natural filters that protect your vision weaken. Blue light, oxidative stress, and inflammation hit harder. What used to be easy, reading, focusing, driving at night, becomes challenging. Most seniors believe they're eating fine. They assume fruits, vegetables, or vitamins here, and there are enough. But most aren't getting anywhere near the nutrient levels required to maintain brain and eye function. And here's why. Older digestive systems absorb less. Appetite decreases with age. Medications interfere with absorption. Many foods today are lower in nutrients than decades ago. Seniors often avoid leafy greens and colorful vegetables, the very foods rich in lutein and carotenoids. In simple terms, your brain and eyes are starving for the nutrients that keep them alive. And when they're starved, decline is inevitable. But here's the hopeful part, and I want you to really hear this. Even at 60, 70, even 80, your brain and your eyes can bounce back. They can be protected. They can regain sharpness. They can slow aging. You just have to give them the right fuel. And that's where the science behind specific nighttime juices becomes so powerful. Gentlemen, we've talked about the symptoms. We've talked about the nutrient loss. And we've talked about how your brain and your eyes weaken at the exact same time. But the story doesn't end there. There's a deeper danger most men never hear about. Declining eyesight and memory aren't just symptoms. They're linked. Where one goes down, the other often follows. Which means if you ignore one, you're risking the other. And in next, we're going to talk about this hidden danger. Why ignoring early signs of brain and eye decline can dramatically affect your independence, your mobility, and your long-term cognitive health. What you learn in the next chapter could be the difference between protecting your future and losing it faster than you expect. What you ignore today may control your life tomorrow. And when it comes to your eyesight and your brain, this truth becomes painfully real. Most men over 50 shrug off the early symptoms, the blurry vision when driving at night, the moment you walk into a room and forget why, the slight hesitation when trying to recall a name. You tell yourself, I'm just getting older. It's normal. But here's what most men don't realize. Those early signs are not harmless. They're warnings, like a check engine light blinking on your life's dashboard. And ignoring them can quietly open the door to bigger problems. Gentlemen, let's talk about eyesight first. When your vision starts weakening, it's not only about needing bigger text or brighter light. The consequences are far more serious. Blurry vision affects your reaction time, depth perception balance. Mobility orientation at night. Imagine walking on uneven ground with a slightly fogged pair of glasses. One misstep, one wrong angle, and suddenly a simple evening walk becomes a fall, a fracture, or worse. As a doctor, I've seen this pattern far too many times. A man in his 60s or 70s comes in after a fall. He thinks it was just an accident. But when we examine him, we find what caused the fall wasn't his legs, it was his eyes. Your eyes are like your body's GPS. When the GPS signal weakens, every movement becomes a risk. And here's the part many men never hear. Vision decline reduces confidence. And when confidence drops, independence drops. Men start walking slower, driving less, avoiding nighttime activities, and relying more on others. This doesn't happen suddenly. It's slow, invisible, creeping. Now let's talk about the brain. Gentlemen, if you ever catch yourself saying, "It's just a small memory slip. My mind isn't as fast as it used to be. I forget names sometimes, no big deal." Let me stop you there. Because while these symptoms might feel normal, they're also early signals that your brain is under stress, oxidative stress, nutrient depletion, and cell slowdown. As a urologist, I see men every day who complain about energy, performance, confidence, and focus. And do you know the biggest issue behind many of these problems? Blood flow and nutrient delivery to the brain. When your brain slows, everything slows. Your focus, your decision-making, your mood, even motivation and drive. Think of your brain like a high-performance engine. When it doesn't get the right fuel, the engine overheats, misfires, and loses power. That's what forgetfulness actually is, the engine misfiring. Not harmless. Not just age. A warning. Here's something most men in their 50s, 60s, and 70s never hear from their doctors. The same oxidative stress that damages your eyes also damages your brain. Both organs share the same protective nutrients, the same vulnerability to inflammation, the same risk from poor blood flow, the same sensitivity to oxidative damage, the same dependency on specific vitamins and carotenoids. In fact, studies show that men who experience rapid eyesight decline often experience cognitive decline at the same time. Why? Because your eyes and brain are literally connected, biologically and nutritionally. Your eyes are an extension of your brain. Think of them like two devices running on one battery. When the battery drains, both weaken together. When the battery is protected and charged, both improve together. Now here's the part most men completely overlook. As you age, you eat less, you absorb less. You digest less efficiently, you store nutrients more slowly. This means even if you feel like you're eating healthy enough, your body may still be starving for the nutrients your brain and eyes need to survive and repair themselves. Gentlemen, listen carefully. A deficiency in just two nutrients, lutein and zeaxanthin, can speed up both memory decline and eyesight damage. And these are exactly the nutrients seniors struggle to absorb from food. That's why even a balanced diet may not protect you the way it used to when you were younger. Now let me tell you something important, something most men don't know. Your brain and eyes repair themselves at night. During sleep, your body rebuilds cells, clears out oxidative damage, restores communication pathways, reduces inflammation, strengthens the retinal filters, refreshes memory circuits. But here's the catch. They can only repair if they have the nutrients available. Otherwise, it's like trying to fix a car engine without oil, tools, or parts. The body wants to repair, but it doesn't have what it needs. This is why giving your body certain nutrients before bed can drastically change the next morning. Clearer vision, sharper thinking, calmer mind. Reduced mental fog, better night orientation. Improved reaction time. Gentlemen, this isn't magic, it's biology. Your brain and eyes are hungry for support. When you feed them correctly, they respond quickly. Let me repeat this clearly, with no sugarcoating. Ignoring blurry vision and memory slips is not harmless. It's dangerous. Because small symptoms grow into big problems. And big problems often grow in silence. But, and this is the hope I want you to hear, you can slow, stop, and even reverse parts of this decline when you give your body the right support. Your body is always trying to heal. You just need to help it. And that brings us to the next chapter. In the next, we're going to break down the actual science in simple terms behind the nutrients your brain and eyes crave. And more importantly, I'll show you why specific natural juices before bed can strengthen your eyesight, sharpen your memory, and reduce nighttime decline in ways most men never realize. Most men think science is complicated. But when you understand this one simple process, everything suddenly makes sense. Your eyesight, your memory, your focus, even your nighttime decline. So today, we're breaking the science into simple 8th grade language, clear, direct, and easy to visualize, but without losing the depth that truly matters for a man over 50. Because once you understand why your eyes and brain decline, you'll immediately understand how certain nutrients, especially from the right juices, can help repair the damage. Let's dive in. Inside your eye is a small circular area called the macula. It controls sharpness, it controls clarity, it controls color vision, it controls your reading, your driving, your night vision. Gentlemen, the macula is like the camera lens of your eye. But here's what protects this delicate lens. 2 powerful nutrients, lutein and zeaxanthin. Think of them as built-in sunglasses inside your eyes. Just like sunglasses filter harsh sunlight, lutein and zeaxanthin filter out blue light from screens, UV damage, oxidative stress, inflammation. Without these nutrients, the macula weakens, and once it weakens, clarity fades. This is why many seniors suddenly notice blurry text, dimmer colors, difficulty reading at night, eye strain, slower focusing. It all links back to protection, or the lack of it. Now here's the part that shocks most seniors. The exact same nutrients that protect your eyes also protect your brain. Yes, lutein and zeaxanthin don't just sit inside your eyes. They actually sit inside your brain tissue as well. They help brain cells fire faster communication signals, move smoothly memory circuits, stay strong inflammation, stay low gray matter, stay healthy. Think of these nutrients as oil for your brain's engine. Without enough oil, the engine overheats. It becomes slow, rusty, and clogged. And gentlemen, that's exactly what aging brains experience. You've probably heard words like carotenoids, beta-carotene, vitamin C, and vitamin E. Let me simplify this in one sentence. They're the cleanup crew. As you age, your eyes and brain accumulate waste, oxidative molecules that damage cells from the inside. Think of oxidative waste like dust clogging a fan. If you've ever opened an old computer and seen the cooling fan covered in dust, you know exactly what I mean. The fan struggles. The system overheats. Everything slows down. Your brain and your eyes go through the same thing. Carotenoids and antioxidants clear that dust, clean the fan, and help the system run smoothly again. Here's something that surprises many men. As you age, your cells naturally produce more oxidative stress and fewer antioxidants. It's a double attack. 1. More damage. 2. Less protection. That's why the decline after 60 feels faster, because it is faster. Your body isn't failing you. It's simply missing the tools it used to have in abundance. And here's the good news. These nutrients don't require medication. They're found in natural fruits and vegetables, and they enter your cells even more efficiently when consumed as juice before bed. Let's talk about timing, because this matters more than most men realize. Your body has a natural repair cycle that starts during sleep. This is the time when the brain clears out toxins, the eyes rebuild their protective pigments, neurons strengthen communication pathways, inflammation goes down, oxidative waste is removed. Now imagine giving your body a fresh supply of lutein, zeaxanthin, carotenoids, vitamin C, vitamin E, polyphenols, antioxidants right before this repair cycle begins. Gentlemen, that's like giving a mechanic all the tools he needs before he starts fixing your car. Your body uses those nutrients immediately, efficiently, and directly where they are needed. To your brain, to your retina, to your macula, to your neural circuits. This is why so many seniors report clearer morning vision, less strain at night, better color contrast, sharper memory, reduced mental fog, improved focus. Your body isn't failing. it's responding. It just needs the right fuel at the right time. Now I need to give you a warning, a serious one. Not all juices help. In fact, many common juices do more harm than good. Why? Because they're loaded with sugar. Sugar spikes your blood glucose, increases oxidative stress, and inflames the same cells you're trying to protect. So while one juice may strengthen your retina, another may actually accelerate damage. And most seniors don't know the difference. They drink the wrong juice at night and unknowingly reduce their nighttime repair capacity by almost 50%. This is why you can't just drink any juice. It must be the right juice, made from the right fruits, containing the right carotenoids and antioxidants. That's what we're going to reveal soon. Gentlemen, if there's one thing I want you to remember from this information, it's this: your eyes and brain can improve at any age if you feed them the nutrients they depend on. Decline is not permanent. It's not hopeless. It's not just aging. In most cases, it's simply undernourished cells trying their best to survive. And now that you understand the science in simple, practical terms, we're ready for the part every man over 50 needs to hear. In the next, I'll reveal the exact 4 nighttime juices that strengthen your eyesight, sharpen your memory, and support your brain's repair cycle while you sleep. These are not random juices. These are not generic recommendations. These are the 4 most research-supported, senior-friendly, brain-boosting, eye-protecting juices you can drink before bed. The next is where the real magic begins. Gentlemen, if you've been following along, you already know the problem. After 60, your eyes and brain aren't getting the nutrients they desperately need. You've seen how declining lutein, zeaxanthin, carotenoids, and antioxidants silently erode your sharpness in vision, memory, and focus. But here's the good news. Nature has already provided the solution. And the best part? It's simple, natural, and effective, if you know exactly which juices to drink and when to drink them. Today, I'm going to reveal the 4 science-backed nighttime juices that give your eyes and brain the precise nutrients they crave, delivered at the perfect time while your body goes into repair mode. And believe me, gentlemen, once you incorporate these, you'll notice results faster than you think. Let's start with the king of all juices for seniors, spinach and kale. Why are they king? Because these leafy greens are the richest natural sources of lutein and zeaxanthin, the 2 powerhouse nutrients that protect the macula in your eyes and enhance brain connectivity. Think of them as tiny internal sunglasses for your eyes and brain, filtering harmful light, reducing inflammation, and keeping neural signals sharp. Benefits: sharper night vision, improved contrast sensitivity, stronger memory and mental clarity, reduced brain inflammation. How to make it? Blend a handful of spinach and kale with cucumber and a squeeze of lemon. The lemon isn't just for taste. The vitamin C in lemon helps your body absorb lutein and other nutrients more efficiently. Drink this before bed and imagine giving your eyes and brain a full protective shield while you sleep. Gentlemen, some of you might be thinking, just leafy greens? Can that really help? Yes, it's science. Your cells recognize these compounds and use them during your nighttime repair cycle to rebuild and protect neural and retinal tissue. Next is a vibrant orange-red juice, carrot and red pepper. These vegetables are packed with beta-carotene, a carotenoid that your body converts into vitamin A, essential for eye health and brain function. Think of beta-carotene as a night vision upgrade for your eyes, especially in low-light conditions, while also reducing neural inflammation in your brain. Benefits: supports low light and night vision, provides provitamin A for eye cell protection, reduces neural inflammation, shields aging brain cells from oxidative stress. Blend carrots and red peppers together. Add a touch of water if needed, and sip slowly before bed. Imagine your retina absorbing the carotenoids like a sponge, while your neurons in the brain get the anti-inflammatory boost they've been missing for years. Now, gentlemen, this juice is for those noticing memory lapses, slow thinking, or nightly mental fatigue. Blueberries and dark grapes. These fruits contain anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that not only protect eye cells, but also improve blood flow to the brain. Imagine your brain like a highway. Anthocyanins keep the traffic moving smoothly, clearing away blockages and oxidative waste. Benefits: enhances memory, improves neural communication, protects retinal nerves from damage, boosts cognitive speed and focus. Just blend a handful of blueberries with purple grapes, and you get a deep-colored elixir full of antioxidants. The magic happens while you sleep. Your body distributes these compounds directly to your brain and retina, supporting repair and regeneration. Finally, we have a punchy, zesty option: citrus and ginger. Citrus fruits provide vitamin C, one of the most powerful antioxidants for protecting eyes and brain from oxidative damage. Ginger adds anti-inflammatory properties, helping both your retinal blood vessels and neural pathways. Think of this juice as a morning coffee for your repair cycle, only it works best when you drink it at night. Benefits: strengthens blood vessels in the eyes, supports collagen and tissue repair in the retina, boosts mental alertness and focus, helps with nighttime cellular repair. Slice oranges, grapefruit or tangerines, and blend with a small piece of fresh ginger. The flavor alone is refreshing, but the benefits go much deeper. This juice actively feeds the repair cycle while you sleep. Gentlemen, notice something important. These 4 juices aren't random. Each targets specific nutrients. Lutein and zeaxanthin, macula and brain connectivity. Beta-carotene, low light vision and neuron protection. Anthocyanins, blood flow and cognitive speed. Vitamin C plus ginger, antioxidant power and anti-inflammatory support. When you drink them at night, they work together like a complete repair system. It's like tuning your car engine, oiling the gears, replacing worn belts, and cleaning out the dust, all at once. This is the secret most seniors never realize. Nighttime nutrient delivery amplifies repair efficiency. Your cells respond best while you sleep, not when you're running around during the day. Now I must warn you, there's one thing that can completely undo the benefits of these juices. Most store-bought or fruit-only juices are loaded with sugar. Excess sugar spikes blood glucose, feeds oxidative stress, and damages the very cells you're trying to protect. Even the best juice, if consumed incorrectly or too sweetened, can backfire. That's why I recommend fresh, minimally sweetened, vegetable or balanced fruit juices before bed. Think of it as giving premium fuel to your repair engine, not pouring cheap gasoline into a high-performance car. Gentlemen, now that you know exactly which 4 juices to drink and how they target your brain and eyes, the real question becomes, what is the hidden mistake most men make that silently destroys all their repair efforts? That's what we'll uncover in the next, and it's a revelation that most men never realize until it's too late. It's the biggest factor sabotaging your eyesight, memory, and overall cognitive health. Stay with me, because after next, you'll not only know the juices to drink, you'll know how to protect every ounce of their benefit and truly reverse age-related decline. Gentlemen, if you've made it this far, you already know the nutrients, the science, and the 4 powerful nighttime juices that can protect your eyes and brain. You know exactly how lutein, zeaxanthin, carotenoids, and antioxidants work while your body repairs itself in sleep. But here's the shocking truth that most men over 50 never realize. All of that effort can be sabotaged by one simple, silent mistake. And it's so common, so seemingly harmless, that nearly every senior does it at some point. Most seniors think, fruit juice is healthy. What's the harm in drinking it before bed? Gentlemen, the harm is massive. Let me explain. When you drink high-sugar fruit juices at night, your blood sugar spikes, It doesn't just rise a little, it shoots up like a rocket. This triggers a cascade of inflammation throughout your body. And here's the kicker. The very same inflammation that is slowly harming your retina and slowing your brain's neurons is now accelerated. Imagine this. You've cleaned and oiled your car engine all day. You've replaced belts, cleared dust, and tuned every gear perfectly. Then, someone pours sticky syrup all over it. That's exactly what sugar does to your brain and eyes at night. Instead of repairing, your body now goes into emergency mode, fighting the sugar surge, and the repair cycle slows or even stops. Let's break down exactly what happens when you fall into this trap. 1. Weaker night vision, the macula. Your eye's sharpest area is highly sensitive to oxidative stress. A sugar spike increases free radicals, reduces antioxidant effectiveness, and directly weakens your night vision. That's why many seniors wake up squinting at alarm clocks or stumble when walking in dim light. 2. Morning brain fog. Even small amounts of sugar at night can affect the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory and learning. You'll notice it first as mental sluggishness, forgetfulness, and difficulty focusing. That morning coffee or crossword puzzle feels harder than it should. 3. Slower memory and processing. High blood sugar increases inflammation in the neurons, making your brain cells sluggish. Signals move slower, just like traffic in a city during rush hour. Simple tasks take longer, and recalling names, appointments, or where you placed your glasses becomes more frustrating. 4. Increased oxidative stress. Sugar feeds free radicals, the same damaging molecules that lutein, zeaxanthin, and antioxidants fight. If you flood your system with sugar at night, you're basically undoing hours of cellular protection and repair. 5. Faster aging of eyes and brain over months and years. Repeated sugar spikes accelerate aging. Your macula degenerates faster. Gray matter shrinks. Neural pathways lose efficiency. And all the hard work you thought was helping your eyesight and cognition, it's slowly slipping away. Gentlemen, here's another point that surprises many. Even natural fruit sugars can be harmful in excess for older adults. Yes, fruits contain vitamins, fiber, and antioxidants, but if you're drinking fruit-heavy juices late at night without balancing them with vegetables or low-sugar options, your blood sugar still spikes. Your repair cycle slows, your oxidative stress rises, and your macula and brain neurons take a hit. This is why the juices I shared earlier, spinach and kale, carrot and red pepper, blueberry and grape, citrus and ginger, focus on low-sugar fruits, vegetables, carotenoids, and antioxidants. These deliver nutrients without triggering the sugar surge that sabotages your nighttime repair. Now here's the part one want every man over 50 to hear. Replacing sugary night drinks with the 4 juices I recommended actually works. The transformation isn't overnight. It's steady, measurable, and rewarding. Vision becomes clearer. Focus improves, memory sharpens, nighttime strain diminishes, energy and mental clarity return. Some seniors report noticeable changes within weeks, not years. Your eyes and brain have an incredible ability to recover, but only if you give them the right tools at the right time. Gentlemen, your body is not giving up on you. Your eyes are not doomed. Your memory is not slipping away without hope. Every sip you take before bed is a choice. You can slow aging, nourish your brain, and protect your vision. Or you can accelerate decline, damage cells, and lose clarity faster. It really is that simple. Think of your repair cycle like a furnace. During sleep, your body fuels the fire that repairs neurons and retinal cells. If you pour sugar in instead of nutrient-rich juices, it's like throwing wet wood on a fire. The repair sputters, slows, or even stops. But with the right juices, your cells repair efficiently, inflammation drops, and your neurons and macula strengthen. Gentlemen, here's what every man over 50 needs to know. You can restore clarity to your vision. You can sharpen your memory and mental speed. You can reduce oxidative stress and inflammation. You can age with power, focus, and confidence. It's never too late. Your body can heal. Your cells can rebuild. Your neurons can reconnect. And your macula can regain resilience. All it takes is the right fuel, at the right time, consistently. That's what these 4 juices provide. Nature's repair system delivered directly to your eyes and brain while you sleep. Tonight, when you prepare for bed, make this choice. Skip the sugary fruit juice soda or sweetened beverages. Drink the spinach and kale, carrot and red pepper, blueberry and grape, or citrus and ginger juice. Nourish your brain, protect your vision, support your repair cycle. Gentlemen, knowledge is power. Your health deserves knowledge, not fear. If this chapter helped you, I want you to subscribe and stay connected. Comment below. Which of these habits do you struggle with most? Skipping vegetables, drinking sugary juices, or forgetting nighttime repair altogether? Your choice tonight determines your clarity tomorrow. Choose wisely, and your eyes, brain, and overall vitality will thank you for years to come.